Hi there, students. A Quango. Quango. Okay, this word is an acronym. Quango. Quasi, Q-U, autonomous, non-governmental organization. Quango. Quasi, autonomous, non-governmental organization. Okay, so what is a Quango? This is very, very British. A Quango is a committee or a body that is chosen by the government and normally financed by the government, but independent of the government. It works independently. Let's see, a Quango has responsibility for a particular area, but is not directly accountable to the government, although the government pays for it. So, for example, the Water Regulation Authority is a Quango. Let's see. Quango. Notice NGO at the end, non-governmental organisation. So it's a non-governmental organisation that's financed by the government. We've probably already got a contradiction in terms there. Okay, so Quangos are responsible for different things. The Forestry Commission, for example. Let's see, a non-governmental organisation normally gets its money from charity, from donations. But these Quangos get their money mostly from the government, although they are independent of the government and they don't have to justify anything to the government. And in the UK, there was a lot of criticism about bureaucratic waste and excess and the duplication of work of other people. And the word Quango in British English it's critical. It says that this is not a good thing. Yeah, that the people in Quangos don't make good decisions and they don't spend the money well. Another problem with the Quangos as well is the government who decides who is in charge of them. Nowadays they use the more acceptable term non-ministerial governmental department. Yeah, they just changed the name, or non-departmental public bodies. Yeah, the reason for these Quangos is there is something that is generally in the public interest or good for the public. I don't know, the electricity, the energy authority, or somebody who is in charge of something that it needs to be independent of the government. There needs to be arm's length between them, so that there is some degree of independence. But they don't make money, yeah, and they need to be financed in some way. And then these are financed by the public sector. Let's see, these are quasi NGOs. Yeah, so and that's actually the origin of them. Yeah, I think they added the A, quasi-autonomous. So they're sort of independent, but they're not, because they get their money from the government. And it's certainly used pejoratively, and it implies that the people who work there, the government just choose them. So I'll have my brother work in this one and my cousin work in that one. And also that they waste money and many of them do the same things. Let's see, over quite a lot of years, probably since the 1980s or 1990s, they've been trying to reduce quangos in the UK. Um, you will find quangos in all sorts of countries. Even in the US, in Canada, Ireland, New Zealand, but I think primarily this phrase is a British word. Um, let's see. As to origin, it was first coined by an American who was the president of the Carnegie Foundation, Alan Piffer, yeah, in the 60s. Um, but a Quango, it's a, an organization that gets its money from the government, but needs to be independent of the government. Conflict of interest there. And then formality, this is politics. I think I would give it a 6.5 informality, use in a semi-formal conversation, semi-formal or formal framework. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Quango.